Have you ever thought about what the Russian financial system is hiding from you? Recent inquiries have debunked the myth of transparency by exposing a sizable black budget that was kept secret from the general public. These conversations that have been released have opened the door and shown the secret lanes of authority. We set out on a journey today to comprehend the consequences of this shadowy realm and how they affect Putin's Russia.
It's a phone call that's got everyone talking. The 30-minute conversation allegedly took place between a very prominent Russian music producer and one of his friends, and it was later leaked, hitting the headlines.
Everything's a mess. He says it's not a big deal. Our army is the most important thing, but we can't rely on it.
Today, we examine a subject that has shocked those in authority in Russia, the ballooning black budget, and the leaked discussions that reveal emerging cracks in Putin's leadership. Join us as we unravel the mysteries and reveal the difficulties Putin's Russia is encountering. How can a nation claim that it is open to the public and accountable if a sizable percentage of its budget is kept secret? Is this black budget a sign of a more serious issue with Russian governance? We'll go into the difficulties confronting Putin's government today as we examine the information that has been revealed. Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, recently made an unexpected revelation in which he acknowledged the detrimental medium-term effects of Western repercussions on his nation. After months of claiming that these punitive measures had minimal impact, this revelation finally came to light. Russia presently has the most restrictions in place worldwide, which have negatively impacted its economy. Although the accuracy of economic data in Russia is sometimes questioned, the evidence indicates that the country's already frail economy has been put under tremendous pressure by high war spending and declining commodity prices. The black budget of Moscow, which consists of unreported or secret spending, is said to have doubled since the previous year, implying that a sizable percentage of the budget is devoted to the war effort. All other publicly disclosed government expenditures look insignificant in comparison to this hidden spending. Such significant war expenditures have far-reaching effects. Even while Russia's official GDP shrank by slightly over 2% last year, it's crucial to remember that this number also takes into account the rising military spending. This raises the possibility that domestic consumption and the status of the economy as a whole may be worse off than what is indicated by official data. Russia's military infrastructure faces additional difficulties due to the lack of essential ammunition and the high cost of obtaining new weaponry. The Kremlin's overburdened coffers are under increasing strain as the nation remains engaged in the battle. The necessity to maintain military activities adds to the strain on an already fragile economy, escalating the problems the Russian government is facing. Without a doubt, Western sanctions have hurt Russia's economic prospects. President Putin acknowledged the detrimental effects these limitations had on the nation. As the country with the most sanctions, Russia is battling with limited access to foreign markets, restricted foreign investment, and a weakened capacity for engaging in international trade. It is impossible to ignore the economic dangers posed by Russia's increasing reliance on China as a junior partner. On the surface, this alliance would appear to be advantageous for both parties, but Putin's government faces serious political and economic risks. Concerns about this alliance's long-term effects are raised by Russia's growing reliance on China for imports and its dwindling sovereignty. Russia's aspirations to grow its industry and technological capabilities may conflict with China's principal goal of exporting its commodities and importing resources. In conclusion, the economic challenges affecting Putin's Russia are emphasized by the effect of Western sanctions, significant war spending, and a rising reliance on China. These elements make Russia's economy weak and create concerns about its ability to sustain its economic growth and meet the needs of its people. The leaks not only make public Putin's black budget but also communications between powerful individuals in his inner circle. The conversations that have been leaked provide a unique window into the conflicts, disagreements, and power struggles that characterize the dictatorship. They offer insightful information about the forces influencing Putin's Russia. Let's examine the consequences of the debate's content for the continuity and stability of Russia's government. High-ranking officials expressed their concerns about the growing economic imbalance within Russia in one leaked conversation that has shocked the nation. The discussion reflects a rising unease among individuals in positions of authority who are concerned that government policies are escalating inequality in society. This internal conflict casts doubt on the regime's capacity to meet the requirements of its citizens and maintain stability. Another conversation that was released reveals an argument between influential individuals about Russia's foreign policy. As officials debate the effectiveness of Russia's strong approach on the world scene, opposing perspectives collide in this conversation. Some express concern over the policy's growing isolation and worsening diplomatic ties. These conversations that were leaked provided insight into the regime's convoluted decision-making procedures and conflicting viewpoints. The leaks also reveal discussions about the governance of important sectors and resources. These conversations illustrate a power struggle within Putin's inner circle as powerful people compete for influence and control. As rival factions compete for supremacy, these power dynamics have the potential to undermine the stability and unity of the system. The leaked conversations also suggest a high level of dissatisfaction among key figures with Russia's current form of administration. In private conversations, officials express their dissatisfaction with rampant corruption, a lack of accountability, and the deterioration of democratic institutions. These discoveries call into doubt the carefully constructed picture of a unified and unshakable regime. Furthermore, the recorded conversations reveal instances of conflict and personal rivalry among Putin's inner circle members. The dialogues expose harsh disagreements and personal assaults, showing the fragility of ties and underlying conflicts within the regime. These disclosures suggest that the public's perception of togetherness and allegiance may be distant from the reality behind closed doors. The divisions within the military establishment have also been made public by these disclosures. High-ranking military officials complain that domestic investments are neglected in favor of unnecessary war spending. Internal divisions within the military are threatening the stability of Putin's government because of the stress on resources and the detrimental effects on the nation's economy. The trust and faith in Putin's government are under serious threat as a result of these ongoing leaks of conversations. The discoveries not only highlight the regime's flaws but also cast doubt on Putin's capacity to maintain stability and long-term success. Whether or not these internal conflicts will have a long-term effect on Russia's political landscape will depend greatly on the events of the upcoming months. The discussions that were leaked also highlight the rising public frustration. Public frustration and opposition have grown as a result of economic challenges, restricted freedoms, and a sense of political paralysis. The use of social media as a venue for voicing complaints and organizing opposition has created a new challenge for the Russian government's ability to maintain order and put down dissent. These disclosures have given us a unique look at the inner workings of Putin's Russia. They reveal the weaknesses of a government that has long portrayed itself as strong and united. The discoveries have spurred conversations and debates throughout the nation, with people debating the future of their government and the course of their own country. The discussions that were released serve as a warning to the Russian leadership. A strategic response is needed to the problems brought on by external economic pressures, internal conflicts, and rising discontent. The Putin government must respond to the issues brought up by these leaks and make significant advances in eliminating corruption, enacting real reforms, and promoting an inclusive political environment. These leaks have effects that go beyond Russia's borders. They provide insightful information on the dynamics of a nation that has long been a major actor on the world scene. The discoveries could have an effect on international ties as other nations reevaluate their connections with Putin's Russia and examine the legitimacy and stability of the regime. So guys, this is it for today. Hope you found today's video insightful. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more informative and educational videos like this. We will see you in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.